Hello, everyone. My name is Sarafi, and I'm happy to meet you all. And today, I'm going to be going over the Blue Eyes list that I used to hit King of Games for November of 2023. The skill is called Blue Eyes Dimension. It requires you to have at least 9 Blue Eyes monsters in your main deck at the beginning of the duel. As long as you do, you can normal summon Blue Eyes White Dragon without tributing, as well as set it. And you cannot special summon monsters except light dragon monsters with levels and ritual monsters for the entire duel. This means that you cannot play your tuner monsters that are not dragons, by special summoning at least. In addition, the following effect can be used once per duel. Select 2 Blue Eyes monsters, one from your hand and one from your deck, send them to the graveyard. Then you can draw either Blue Eyes White Dragon or Monster Reborn from your deck and place one polymerization from outside your deck on the bottom of your deck. If it's at least turn 2 or later, you can also place one Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon and one Chaos Form at the bottom of your deck. So how we use this skill is, going first, we are going to send a Blue Eyes card and Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon to the graveyard. Draw Monster Reborn and activate Monster Reborn to revive our Abyss Dragon. As long as the monster that we sent to the graveyard with Abyss Dragon was either alternative or Blue Eyes, it could be our one copy of Dragon Spirit White, but that's unlikely. As long as it was one of the other 2 monsters, then the reviving of the Abyss Dragon will allow us to immediately draw the polymerization that we added to our deck. Then, we normal summon either Sage with Eyes of Blue or Whitestone of Ancients. If we normal summon Sage with Eyes of Blue, we can draw Effect Veiler. Synchro the level 1 with the level 8 to go into our Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. And then at the end of the turn, if we sent a Whitestone of Ancients to the graveyard, we can special summon Abyss Dragon from our deck. Abyss Dragon has 2 effects. The first is that when it's summoned, you can draw either Polymerization or a Ritual spell. So if it's turn 2, you're going to draw Chaos Form. If it's turn 1, you're going to draw Polymerization because you don't have Chaos Form if you use the skill on turn 1. And then during the end phase, you get to add a level 8 or higher Dragon-type monster from your deck. So you can use this to draw Blue Eyes White Dragon, or if you have Blue Eyes White Dragon in your hand, you can draw Alternative. Now, if you have Alternative in the beginning of your duel anyway, and you have Blue Eyes, you can special summon Alternative instead, normal summon Sage, do the same combo. That will allow you to save the skill for turn 3. During your opponent's turn, you'll use Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon to basically survive. Neither player can special summon 2 or more monsters at the same time. This will mess up Pendulum players because they don't read. So if your opponent is playing Raging Pendulum and they try and set the scales and they try and Pendulum summon, they will summon the Odd Eyes from their extra deck. They will not be able to summon anything else, and then they will concede immediately. This has happened to me more than once. As a soft once, during either player's turn, when an effect of a card in the graveyard is activated, you can negate the activation. This will allow you to negate cards like Super Soldier Synthesis from Blackluster Soldier. It will allow you to negate the Orchist cards for Orchist. This will allow you to negate the banishing effect of Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon in the mirror. It will also allow you to negate the special summon effect of Whitestone of Ancients in the mirror. There are so many effects that are happening in the graveyard. This does not just include monsters, and it also is really good against Lunalights. During each player's turn, you contribute this Synchro Summoned card to special summon one Light Dragon-type Synchro monster from your extra deck in defense position, but destroy it during the end phase of this turn. So you can use this to dodge targeting effects or dodge effects that would remove your Spirit Dragon from the field. You special summon your Azure Eye Silver Dragon and use its effect to prevent any of your dragons currently on the field from being targeted or destroyed until the end of the next turn. So this will protect, if you do this during your opponent's turn, it will protect your monsters that are currently on the field during your turn as well, which is very nice. If your opponent is attacking with a big monster, like, for example, Lunalight Saber Dancer, you can instead summon Sun Dragon Inti. If Sun Dragon Inti is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you destroy the monster that destroyed this card, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponents equal to the attack it had on the field cut in half. It is amazing how many people will attack into this. This card would be destroyed on its own during the end of the turn, because that's what Spirit Dragon does. But since people have only ever seen Spirit Dragon combined with Azure Eye Silver Dragon, which prevents the destruction effect, they don't even think about the destruction effect. They will attack into the Sun Dragon Inti, and they will destroy their own monsters. So this card is here specifically because even at King of Games, people do not know how to read. And you can easily destroy one of your opponent's monsters during their battle phase burn them for a little bit, and attack them directly next turn. The other cards in the deck, we have 2 copies of Effect Veiler. This should be 3 copies. I don't have 3 copies yet. You'll cut 1 White Stone of Ancients for the 3rd copy. We have 2 Abyss Dragons, 3 Alternatives, 3 Blue Eyes, and 1 Dragon Spirit of White. I like these ratios. I will experiment with cutting the Dragon Spirit of White to put a 3rd Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon, but this is the only back row removal that we have in the deck, so I imagine I'll keep the ratios the same even after I get a 3rd Abyss Dragon. 3 Sage with Eyes of Blue. This is very important to get our Synchro Summons off. 1 Monster Reborn. This is required for the skill. And then 3 copies of Melody of the Awakening Dragon, which allow you to, on turn 2, immediately draw the Chaos Max Dragon that was added to your deck, so that you can then Ritual Summon right away, instead of needing to wait until the end phase to draw it off of Abyss Dragon. The other cards in the extra deck, we have Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon for when we can do polymerization stuff. Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon, just a very good card, very strong option. Stardust Spark Dragon. This card allows you to, during either player's turn, target a face-up card you control, and it can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. It's important to note that if you activate Spirit Dragon's effect in response to another card destroying something, Stardust Spark Dragon will not have the chance to respond because it will be summoned in the middle of the chain. So you want to, if you know that your opponent's going to try and destroy your entire board or something else that you want to protect, you do want to tribute the Spirit Dragon before that card goes on the stack. Ancient Fairy Dragon is here for no reason, really. I've never summoned this card. Azure Eyes Silver Dragon is a good card. It allows you to revive a Blue Eyes monster from your graveyard every turn. And then Sun Dragon Inti is, again, for trolling people. Alright, let's take a look at the replay. Alright, we are going second. Our opponent does not activate Blue Eyes Dimension, so our opponent is sus. They start with Live Twin Kisa Kill. We immediately Effect Veiler this. Then they'll link into Talkback Lancer. Set 1 and pass. Alright, now you get to see the full turn 2 combo. So we special summon our alternative trying to bait a trap. We get the bait, discard to draw our Blue Eyes, revive Abyss Dragon, activate Abyss Dragon to draw Chaos Form, Melody, discard Blue Eyes, draw Blue Eyes and Chaos Max, normal summon Blue Eyes, activate Chaos Form, tribute our Abyss Dragon so that we can use its Grave effect, special summon Chaos Max, banish Abyss Dragon from the graveyard, give all of our monsters 1,000 attack, and win. And you might think, oh, well, you know, you were up against a meta deck, but you managed to stop them in the middle of their combo, so this isn't really a count. No, this is how the deck plays. Running 3 Effect Veilers means that you're going to just win games on turn 1. And that's fantastic. You should get 3 Effect Veilers. That's it for the deck, guys. Thank you very much for joining. I am Serafi, and I was thrilled to have you all with me.